This also.
And now may we call in our second batch, our other ASEAN tourism ministers and heads of international tourism organizations on stage, please.
You will understand why traveling around the Philippines is number one on my list of priorities when I return to private life. As president, I must never be caught flat-footed. Each problem that arises, I am one of the first to know. Perhaps because of this, there are certain more informal matters that escape my attention. For example, a few days ago, I had a very good meal at a restaurant called Myron's in one of our malls called Greenbelt 5. This is a mall in the financial center of Makati. Since it was such a delightful experience, I wanted to share it with the members of the cabinet as an opportunity to distress, only to find out that all of the people that I talked to were fully aware of this restaurant, which to me was a new discovery, and that they had all taken their meals there already. I said, sometimes I'm the least informed. Anyway, the same is true for this sector. While being fully aware of all our achievements, so much has taken place in Philippine tourism that I find myself extremely eager to catch up and experience on a more personal level what millions have already realized, and that it's more fun in the Philippines. This was a slogan that revitalized our tourism campaign back in 2011 and drew the attention to the world. It worked so well because the Secretary of Tourism, Moni Menes, pointed out it's based on the truth. Our fiestas and festivals are some of the loudest and liveliest you'll ever attend. Our beaches have been hailed as some of the best. And of course, Filipino warmth and hospitality are second to none. The numbers affirm this. In 2015, 5.36 million international tourists visited the Philippines and engaged in a wide variety of activities, from shopping world-class malls to climbing mountains to swimming with whale sharks. Naturally, we are happy to see that more and more people are appreciating the country we love. It is not only a matter of pride for us. The growth of the tourism industry is a phenomenon that hits much closer to the most basic needs of our people. Simply put, tourism puts food on the table of our countrymen. It is generally held that every foreign tourist that steps foot on Philippine soil spends more than $1,000 during his stay. His arrival likewise redounds to the creation of one job. Imagine the sheer number of Filipinos who continue to benefit from the tourism sector, from restaurant owners to handicraft vendors, and even to local tour operators. Not to mention the multiplier effect on families who are able to put aside some more money for the future, or on small businesses able to expand and hire a few more employees. This is the success story that the Philippines, together with so many others, has written in the past 5.5 years. One born of our desire to uplift the lives of our countrymen. At the same time, it is also a story very close to the ones within our own borders. Some of our brother nations, namely Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam, continue to lead the pack when it comes to attracting tourists, and with good reason. But let me emphasize, the rest, the Philippines included, are catching up. The numbers make it clear. We belong to a region that holds vast potential in terms of tourism. 2014 saw tourist arrivals in ASEAN reaching 105.1 million, which is a staggering 42.4% increase from 73.8 million tourist arrivals in 2010. Of those 105.1 million visitors, 49.22 million came from within ASEAN itself. The strong interest that our peoples have in visiting each other's countries highlights the potential to accelerate the growth of intra-ASEAN tourism, which redounds to all the benefits. Not only does it contribute to our respective growth agendas, it also fosters greater understanding and strengthens the ties that bind our people. Furthermore, ASEAN integration has made our countries a more attractive destination for visitors in other parts of the world, or from other parts of the world. And the entire region should capitalize on this. It takes roughly 13 to 14 hours to travel from North America or Europe to the Philippines, and 30 hours from South America. All our countries can attract tourists from these markets. At the same time, I submit, would it not be a more attractive, value-packed proposition to present tours that cover more, if not all, ASEAN countries in one sweep? After all, tourists who travel more than a day in order to experience Southeast Asia will likely not limit themselves to the Philippines alone. Visits to Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and perhaps each and every member state would probably factor into their itinerary. Towards this end, towards maximizing the potential of ASEAN tourism, we can enhance connectivity even further. An ASEAN roll-on, roll-off system has been in the works for some time towards enhancing maritime connectivity. The Philippines has likewise done its part to facilitate ease of transport to and among our islands. The Pocket Open Skies policy gives foreign airlines the unlimited takeoff, landing, and passenger conveyance rights to all Philippine airports except Manila. We also implemented the Tourism Road Infrastructure Program called TRIP to make tourism sites more accessible. Out of 463 projects, 111 have been completed, 352 are ongoing, under procurement or undergoing detailed engineering designs. Our Minister of Public Works and Highways even likes to joke that there is no waterfall in the Philippines that does not have a road leading to it to cater to the tourists. The success of ASEAN tourism likewise depends on another important conversation, that of sustainability. For a region that occupies only 3% of the Earth's surface, we play host to practically the entire spectrum of natural attractions, from the most diverse coral reefs in the world to beautiful beaches to rich terrestrial biodiversity. This requires us to maintain a delicate balance between harnessing these attractions for the economic benefit of our people while ensuring that succeeding generations are also allowed to do so. As with all other endeavors, this is something we must do together.
10 nations, one community, unity in diversity. Let us all bask in the warmth of the ASEAN smile.
There's just some water, noise dancing in the air.